Howdy and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over this US General Mini Toolbox. So I know these came out and were really popular around Black Friday, and oh my goodness, did everybody lose their collective minds over yet another Harbor Freight product. Really good job for however Harbor Freight does their marketing, because this thing became an instant success. I finally got one. They were so difficult to get in my area. Now there are other brands that have similar type things. The one thing I like about this one is it actually has roller bearings on the drawers. So they've done a significantly better job than most of the competitors. Now make no joke about it, while it is small, this is an actual toolbox. You can actually use this to put your tools in. And as you can see, we have a flip up lid. Now all of these come pre-lined. So these are gonna have liners already in them, and you can see the liner that this one has in it. It's very typical of US General. It's just that thin, nice little mesh on it. If you're gonna be doing a lot of moving with this thing, you may find that you wanna go with one of those rubber mats that are specific to stop things from moving around, because that will do better than these. However, it does great at protecting the finish. And as you can see, we have a 1/4 inch set of sockets on top, 1/4 inch drive, a couple of extensions. We even have some Ryobi 4-volt USB Lithium batteries on top. And the lid fully closes with this. There is no gap. So that's actually quite a bit of height that you can get in the top area. And you'll also see one of the bad things with this, there is no locking solution with this. Now the reason I say that's bad is if you're actually trying to put stuff in here and transport this thing, if you tip it on its side, especially young children, then it's going to dump out. I would like to see them have some type of magnetic clasp at minimum on this with rare earth magnets. So it holds it shut. But other than that, the storage solution on the top works really well. And I love that they gave us a nice US General logo on the top, but they've also indented this so you get that additional capacity within the top itself. Now, as we pull out the drawers, you'll see that the drawer doesn't have a lot of capacity in it whenever you're comparing it to the top. The bottom one has better, but the top drawer has a little bit less. However, we can fit some of their ratcheting combination wrenches in here, and it does a really good job. And I also have this ratcheting tool that we use to work on batteries on our GM vehicles. Really love having this. It's not just GM, it just happens to be what we have the most around here. Great tool, absolutely love it, and it holds all of those within the top drawer. Now the bottom drawer is where you get a lot of different storage. You can put all sorts of stuff in here. For example, right now I have a Milwaukee M12 battery in here. By the way, you can take the Hyper Tough batteries and you can store those in here as well. It will easily fit that and close without an issue. And there is a nice clasp on the rear that actually holds these drawers in. You can hear it. And those closing mechanisms on here are the magnets, so they have them on the bottom. So let's put them on the lid, Harbor Freight. Let's get them on there as well so that we have that same capability. So the other thing that you'll see that I have down in here is my Bauer electric screwdriver. Look how thick this is. Look how thick the battery is. It fits these in here. So I know a lot of people look at this and oh, it's just a little toy. Yeah, it can be used as a toy, and I would actually go so much, those little guys and gals out there who love to be out there in the shop with their dads, this would actually be a phenomenal thing to gift those children. Take something like this, gift your kids some real tools. Don't get them fake ones. Get them some real tools. Get them some real screwdrivers, get them some real ratchets, and start populating, pay into their future so that they're the next generation who are out there working on stuff. Something like this is a great gateway into getting them to do this. They come in different colors too. You don't have to go with just the black. If you have a child who's only into blue, then you can get them into the blue version. They also have the red and the black. Harbor Freight, hear me on this. I have this beautiful orange Series 3. I love my Series 3. I want one to match my Series 3. I also want one to match the new purple that has come out, because I would love to gift something like this to my wife, and I know purple is one of her favorite colors. So I'd like to have that ability. I'd also like to see all the other colors, the whites, and of course the greens, etc. Whatever you produce it in, make it in all of them, every single one of your products. Now, we don't have to just store things like the electric screwdriver. We can actually take the Icon 1/4-inch ratchet. These are freaking amazing. For anybody who used to pull apart dashes back in the 80s on GMs and Fords and Chrysler products, you know that some of those screws up in there are painfully difficult to get to. I would have given anything to have something like this whenever I used to do that. But the nice thing about it, that fits in there. You can also take something like this 4-volt Ryobi high-speed rotary tool, and it will fit down in here as well. So the storage solutions, whatever you choose to do, this can store a whole lot of stuff with it. You can put a phenomenal amount in this little space. It feels really small, but it actually does a very good job. And that's why I say, yes, it's small. Yes, it kind of looks like a toy, but it's not really a toy. The quality that they put into this is truly a nice, small, but quality toolbox. If you have any questions about this toolbox, or more importantly, if there is a color that you really want it to be in, please leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear all the different colors that you all would prefer to have this toolbox in. And be sure to leave any comments that are helpful and instructions to others and different solutions that you can use this thing for. If you use it in your house to store, for example, sewing equipment, leave that in the comments below. Whatever you've been using it for, please leave it so that others know what they can use this thing for. We especially love great comments like this one. Thank you for leaving that comment, and thank you for watching.